Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumbling through, fumbling through. Fumbling through, fumbling through. Fumbling through!
Greetings, glorious gamers, and welcome to Fumble Through!
Fumble Through!
A podcast glad to grace the greatness of Gary Gygax's gaming system. We're here, we're happy, and we are full of excitement to see how this side quest adventure ingratiates us with the world of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. We sit once again in the heart of the Fumble Factory on an absolutely magnificent day, and I have got to say that I feel like the world is our oyster. An oyster that has about 1,000 HP, 5th level spells, and a horde of angry worker crabs. Speaking of someone who has angry crabs,
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I was going to individually plug our different Instagrams, but I didn't look us up.
I don't think I've been on Instagram for a while. I'm getting back into it though.
I'm trying to, and then I realized I haven't posted for a couple of days. But
We'll get there. What about you, Brett? What's your Instagram handle?
Brett at OnlyFans.
Oh, God.
I don't know. It might be Brett of the Sith. I don't know. That's Twitter. I don't know.
Justin _fumble through. What's yours, Luke?
It's Luke _fumble through. Are you sure yours is Justin _fumble through?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to check mine, but I'm pretty sure mine's
I thought you
Lindsay
changed it
_
recently.
Fumble Through.
I had
Okay.
Insta before we did this shit.
I've just confused the shit out of the listeners.
Me
Sorry.
too, but you can change them, Brett. Yes,
Can
I am
you?
Arcane. Well, I'm not Lindsay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
I am
Cool, cool.
Archangel _fumble through.
Yeah.
Oh, I am Brett.
Oh, okay. You
Brett
switched that
of
from the Crab
Sith.
King there, did you?
Brett of the Sith. We're all _fumble through, and you're Brett of the Sith.
Yep. But
Interesting.
why would you give that up? That's excellent.
Just do another account.
OnlyFans.
I can't even do one
It's his
account.
OnlyFans account. Ah. So here we are once again, sitting face to face with each other, trying to find something interesting to talk about. The silent looms strong like a blanket, dousing the fires of joy and increasing that ever uncomfortable feeling we get when surrounded by people. And that, my friends, is why we have our dicey questions, the structured way to interact and socially still feel like the world has a set of rules and guidelines that we can all follow, because I need rules to follow, especially when I'm socializing, because I just don't like the
Why did you start the intro then with all of those G spots?
Hey, yeah, how hard that was to say or find.
Damn it. I'm always just so slow to get a joke out. I really am. I need to up my game.
Yeah. Well, the
That's what she
unfortunate
said.
the unfortunate thing that I was trying to get to there is that we are running low on dicey questions. Our pool is runneth dry, people. So the discussion topics are becoming harsher and harder to convince people that I'm an interesting person. So please, I beseech all of you out there in listener land, send those dicey questions in before we're forced into a meaningful conversation that will involve emotion, because I don't want to do that. I thought, though, this week we might shake it up a little bit and do some backyard social experimentation. That's right, Luke. We are going to be doing a test and talking about the result. No, put your pants on. It's not that kind of test. We're going to
I would
do...
pass that.
I passed that too.
Oh, dude, you really did pass that very quickly. We are going to be doing, and this is going to take a little bit of time. I should have thought about this before we started recording, maybe preloaded
Create
this.
ourselves in origami.
We are actually going to be doing the Myers-Briggs personality test.
Oh, fuck.
And then we are going to see what Star Wars character we are most like. But the rule is it's a 5-minute Myers-Briggs test that I have found online and I'll tell you what it is.
So we're gonna spare the listeners the wait time, and we're just gonna cut straight to the
yeah,
results.
of course.
Cool.
Of course. So practicalpi.com.
Just send it in the fumble through message chat.
I was
please.
just...
What's it called?
Right.
I was just letting everybody at home know. Of
It
course, I'm
sounded
going to
like
send
you were
it
trying
to
to
you.
spell it to us.
No.
Well, so people at home can get on it. Spell it.
Practical pie.
It's a practicalpie.com/Myers-Briggs type indicator. However, I will just copy and paste it. We will get back. But before we start this, let's not get super concentrated on that, because Brett, we need some thinking beverages.
I was going to say, they're going to
What is in store for us
Well-
this week from the Fridge of Fury?
Today we've stepped away from the
Wait. We can't just go Fumble Factory and Fumble Brew and then Fridge of Fury. It's got to be the Fumble Fridge.
Of course it does. I was just about to say, I haven't named the fridge. That just...
Is it because it's red and angry?
Yeah, that's exactly why, because it's a red fridge.
Well, we've been drinking the Black Hops series of beverages, apart from the 72.2 where we first came back, which was the ginger. But today we're branching out a little bit to a Boat Rocker, a Melbourne brewery. This is the Boat Rocker Stout.
Okay.
6.1% alcohol.
I do like this can. Like, it's just simple, isn't it? It's just a black
I
can.
do
with
like
some-
this clan. It's black and white.
You always like black cans, mate. This says, it's good because it says on the
me a while.
can, smooth.
Oh, I was there. Sorry. Yeah. Ebony and ivory.
It don't matter. Anyway, sorry, Brett, what were you saying about black clans?
Sorry, my hood got in the way. It says on the can, smooth, it's good. It also says stout, so you know what it is. And it says malty, so you know how it will taste. It does all the things, the feel, the taste, and the name of the...
I do like here. Our stout uses only the finest English malted hops to give you a deliciously balanced and hearty ale. A fine ale good for any time of year, but ever so satisfying when dark and cold outside.
It's dark outside. It's not so cold. It's started to warm up, but I'll do it. 1.8 standard drinks, everyone. 3,
Ready?
2, 1.
Oh, Lindsay, you didn't spill it today. No, you just can't get your can open today.
We'll be getting glasses.
Oh, that is... That... Just smelling that just makes me go... I used to work in pubs, and that is what a pub smells like.
That's what my shoes
That is
smell like.
beautiful.
That's what the carpet used to smell like in a pub.
There are so many questions in this bloody thing.
I know, right?
Oh, that is so nice. Anyway,
that's a good
we're
beverage.
We're going to take a break, finish these stouts, and you have literally 5 minutes. It says 5-minute test. Go.
Yeah.
And we are back. People have done the Myers-Briggs test. So for those people who do not know what the Myers-Briggs test is, it is some type of personality test that tells you whether you have some type of personality and helps you understand people. Apparently, it's been going around for a while. Just read it on the internet. It'll tell you more about it than we do. I have zero faith in this test, but what I do like is you can take the Myers-Briggs test and you can put it into very different genres, which we will be doing over the next little while because I've run out of questions to ask you for dicey questions. And this time, we're going to start with the idea of Star Wars. So let's first go through, because it's a 5-minute test. I've done a real one of these before, and it took a lot longer than a 5-minute test. It was quite comprehensive, and it took a long time to do. What I did like about this test was how vague some of the questions were. And I do recall seeing Lindsay not understand a question and just answering willy-nilly.
Yep.
In there. So who would like to go first? What is if you tell us your ratings, first and foremost, let's go to this page right here and it'll tell us some traits. And so let's find out a little bit about each other and see if we agree with what the person's got. Because, we could have tainted this a little bit our way. So what is your highest trait that you got
Okay.
on the test results?
Beer.
Extroversion.
Oh, me too. What percentage?
86.
Okay. What
Really?
What did you get, Brett?
Mine is the worst grammar on the sheet. You are openness.
You are openness. Okay. What percentage did you get for openness?
96.
Interesting. Okay. And what about you, Lindsay?
Have a guess.
Disagreeable.
Machiavellianism.
I don't even have disagreeable.
Psychopathy.
Agreeable. Agreeableness is my highest at 80%.
80%. I got extroversion at 97%. Weirdly, though, you know what I got for a second?
Oh,
You are openness.
I can't
Do
read.
you are openness.
95%.
All right.
I can't read. Mine was agreeableness actually by 87. It was pipped by one more percent. I'm not reading
87%.
quick enough. Not reading quick enough.
So
sorry.
the top two are high, and then the rest are very, very low.
No, I see. My top
mine-
two are high. My first highestness was agreeableness, then extroversion, then neuroticism.
Oh, no.
Oh.
But neuroticism, what did you get? What's the percentage of it?
81%.
You got 81. I got
Holy
7%
shit.
neuroticism.
I'm on 9 on that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
emotionally
actually
stable.
would go with that. I am pretty
I got
neurotic.
70% neuroticism.
Does anyone else have psychopathy on
Zero.
theirs?
Mine's
Yeah, I got
zero.
0. But what's
I
your
have it
raw
on mine.
score?
Oh, fuck.
Your score was 0.6.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Okay, who's going to be more?
Hold on.
You're a psychopath.
Where are you on the psychopathy,
What about
Lindsay?
narcissism?
Where are you on the
Yeah,
psychopathy?
let's not talk about that one.
Oh, the narcissist says that. Where are you on the psychopath?
I'm on 1%.
Well, then I beat you all at 9%.
Oh, shit. Wow.
I'm a 1.4 raw and a
okay.
9% psychopath.
No. From now on, Brett, you win.
I'm only on a 0.7.
Hang on
so
a
that's only
second.
a little bit higher than you guys.
This is weird because I'm super introverted and I'm a psychopath.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not. What about Machiavellianism?
23%.
Me too.
20.
And 20.
15.
What's Machiavellianism?
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
You
Gosh,
want
this
to
beer's
run the
kicked in
world.
quick. Oh.
Yeah.
You'd be the ruler of shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this one actually surprises. Actually, it doesn't at all. Narcissism.
6% for me.
23%.
Okay.
17.
I got you all beat. 35.
Yeah.
Far right, you fucking narcissists.
Fucking right.
Oh,
Look
sorry.
at me. Look at me. And I'm a narcissist.
No
This
surprise.
is horrible. Yeah. So what we need to do now is that we've gone through some of these is go and transport them
Hold on.
into, because there's some
There's-
letters there.
there's
four-
another one I want-
four
I'm
letters.
interested in.
Okay, sorry.
Neuroticism.
Yeah.
Just tell me about that again,
So I had 81%.
Linz.
Wow.
Yeah, just close
He says you are statistically prone to stress and mental illness.
yeah, 70%. Mine says the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking
shit.
hell.
What are you at?
I am at, you are emotionally stable because I got 7%.
And I'm at 9%.
yeah.
All right.
Right, eh?
That kind of makes sense. But you have a baby on the way.
That's
No, nothing to do with that.
No, he's just been eating dinner. Oh, you weren't talking to Brett. And there, yeah. But what is important though? I think that some of those are correlative, have a correlation with each other. That my neuroticism is subsided by the fact that I'm such a narcissist. That why would I stress about anything? Because look at me, I live in this body, this beautiful chubby body. Anyway, we get there are 4 letters down the bottom. So those 4 letters correlate with a couple of different things, whether you're extrovert, introvert, whether you are social or not social, or all that kind of stuff. But we are going to skip straight to the chart on the internet of Star Wars personality types, and I'm going to tell you what your personality is. So, all right. So, Lindsay, tell us what are the 4 letters that describe you?
E for Elmo.
Okay.
N for November.
Okay.
T for toilet paper.
And P for paper?
Yeah.
P for poopy paper.
P for passive aggressive.
We're gonna play a little game of guess who here. Lindsay, ask me a couple of questions.
It's Yoda. No.
Ask me a couple of questions.
Am I
Animal place.
Animal,
Yeah.
mineral.
Animal, plant, or mineral. Yeah.
No,
Animal,
you
plant,
are
mineral.
R2D2, my friend. You are the
Oh.
inventor. Quick, innovative, curious, and resourceful. Excellent ability to understand concepts and apply logic to find solutions. Introspective and carefree nonconformists who are bored by routine. Thrive at finding crafty solutions to technical problems, characterized by their ability to pursue and succeed at any risk-taking venture. This is interesting because last time I did this, that was what I was,
Oh.
an ENTP. I am no longer an ENTP.
I do find it
That's
interesting
my
that
work persona.
my whole job is to stop penetration. R2D2 is the ultimate penetrator.
As in penetration test through a firewall and digital, like not your OnlyFans account.
Follow me at OnlyFans at fumblethrough.com.
Penetrator.
ENTP OnlyFans.
Oh, God. All right, Luke, what have you got there? You got 4 letters? Go.
Yes. Echo, November, Tango, Julie. Or
Okay.
Juliet, sorry, I should say.
What?
ENTJ.
ENTJ.
Oh.
Okay, you and Lindsay are in the same quadrant, at least in that lower right quadrant. And I'm going to give you a hint as to who you are. You like wearing buns on the side of your head.
I like buns.
You are Leia Organa. You are the executive, assertive, strategic, and decisive with a natural desire to lead. Intelligent, well-informed, value knowledge and competence. Are quick to see illogical and inefficient systems and develop intelligent solutions in response. I've seen your characters. I'm not sure that's true. Characterized by their ability to lead confidently and reach goals with excellence. So you are Leia.
I think we've seen that in you when we've come to roll up characters on the podcast. That you straight in, absolutely with clarity, forging ahead.
This Myers-Briggs is bullshit.
Well-informed, value knowledge. Just who's the guy that we go to for rules?
Luke.
From now on, it's Luke.
Oh, 5e, no problem.
There's only 2 rules. Don't talk about the first one. And if it's your first night at 5e, you must play 5e. All right, Brett, what are your 4 letters?
Oh, fuck. F-U-C-K.
Oh, that's not on here.
I'm an I for Indigo, N for Nelly, F for Foxtrot, J for... What's the J in... What's that in military lingo? Juliet.
Okay. You are... Hello.
Hello there.
Hello there. You are Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Am
You
I?
are the counselor,
He's on your
introspective,
shirt.
caring, sensitive, and complex. Strive for peace and seek to develop and guide others. Values self-control and the pursuit of the greater good. Live their lives with great purpose and devoted to the causes they believe in. Characterized by the ability to connect with the essence of others and to identify their strengths. Interesting, you are still on the right-hand side of the Briggs squares, but you have moved to the top, whereas the other guys are at the bottom quadrant on it because the bottom quadrant is the extroverts, the top is the introverts.
Yes, the IN kind of talks to that bit.
I would say I agree with all of that except for the self-control.
Oh, you don't think I've got self-control?
No.
Do you know how many times I've wanted to stab you?
It's what you
There's
haven't
the
seen.
psychopath.
Okay. You've got it up, Luke, don't you?
As often as I can, yeah.
Whoa. Hey. Are you looking at the Star Wars page?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to describe me? I am ESFP.
Sorry, can I just confirm?
It's not J at the end, which is J for Jar Jar Binks.
ESFP. So you are...
ESFP.
Hold on. Can I guess? Lando? Is it Lando?
It's not. It's
Oh, please let it be
far
Lando.
Lando's
hairier.
not even on here.
It's
The
something
only
far
Yeah.
hairier.
Oh, he's a Wookiee.
No, something shorter.
An Ewok.
Yeah, he's wicked. wicked. Okay, so ongoing friendly. Sorry, hang on. Let me get this up a minute. I got my glasses on. Outgoing, friendly, and fun-loving. Likely to be the center of attention. Fucking, there we go, right? In social situations. Love new experiences and live
Fuck
for
social
the
situations,
moment.
even when he's by himself.
Adapt readily to new people and environments. Can get bored easily. Enjoy...
Hurry up, Justin's bored.
Oh, well, I was going to say, hang on. I was like,
You actually just lost me when you said that. I was like, oh.
I thought it said enjoy marital comforts, but it says material. Enjoy material comforts and want the best of what life has to offer, characterized by their ability to create positive experiences for others.
Oh, don't like that last bit.
That last bit doesn't ring
Yeah,
true.
that's
No.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
Can I just say the last time I did the Myers-Briggs, I came out as Luke Skywalker.
Oh,
The old money, the mediator.
INFP. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think that's, as long as I'm not Jar Jar, I'm pretty happy. I did want Han Solo, but,
What I'd love-
Qui-Gon would have been nice, right?
I'd love it if people could post themselves into our social medias with their Myers-Briggs.
Right.
And the words bullshit or not bullshit.
I would love someone to
Oh, yeah.
Photoshop us as our Star Wars characters.
Do you know? Okay, here's something for you. I wish I was Chewbacca because I've already photoshopped my face onto a Chewbacca.
And you can't
Onto
tell
a
me
Chewbacca.
we don't have
Yeah.
a Luke photo dressed as Leia somewhere in the world.
I actually have my face photoshopped onto
You know
a
what?
Luke body
I'm not
as
even
well.
going to wait for anyone to... I'm going to do this myself.
Okay, fair enough.
Special treat for
I
me.
love it. I love it. So there you go. Myers-Briggs tells us a little bit about ourselves. I hope we've learned something about ourselves, but you know what? Everybody else has learned something about us tonight. And there's something we can all take away from this, that I'm the best.
And I will kill you.
Slowly and in my sleep. I've always been worried about
With
it.
fava beans.
And a nice stout.
Oh, Jesus. It's in the start. All right. So I think we've got a new tradition at this table, and that new tradition that we have at the table is that we need to find out what happened getting to the point where we are right now. And the only person that I can think of that can tell us that is a man that we've all come to know as Bilson Moon or Lockwood Jr.
Now, Nycrid, I'm going to read you an excerpt from my book that I'm writing of our adventures. Just see if you learn something about how to better behave in these situations. 3 figures travel down a long, dusty road. 2 walking, 1 flying so low off the ground as to provide absolutely no help in scouting whatsoever. Their quest is to escort a beautiful young maiden that lives on the outskirts of town, as a white dragon has been seen in the area.
Mm-hmm.
As the trio cusp the hill, a tremendous roar fills the air and a terrible sight. Oh, that's very good. Terrible sight is before them. The maiden fair screaming from a window. "To arms!" shouts J.R. Lockwood, drawing his sword. "Brock!" shrieks Nycrin, diving towards the creature, who swats him away with one mighty paw. "Hope you like rock and roll!" shouts Maradius, hurling a boulder at the creature, hitting it in the chest with an audible crack. Crack. "Rah, you will pay for that!" the creature screams, charging towards Maradius. JR smiles with a flourish and flings a handful of shiny objects in the creature. The coins whistle as they fly through the air, embedding themselves in the creature's face. The creature slides to the feet of JR Lockwood, defeated. "Keep the change, you filthy animal," he announces. The door of the windmill bursts open as a buxom and beautiful Adabra runs out and throws herself into JR's arms. "Oh, thank you so much. I'll pay you back 1,000 times over." "Buck, buck, buck. No time for love, Dr. Quinn," says Nycrin, nursing a sore wing. "We must get you back to town before the white dragon comes."
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Upon arriving back to town, the mayor stops JR on the streets. "You're a loose cannon, Lockwood. You watch yourself in my town." To be continued.
That was amazing.
That was masterful.
Amazing. I think J.R. Lockwood has got this right. You know what? When I first read, because I did write your name down as J.R. Lockwood, and I thought, what the fuck have I called him Junior Lockwood?
I know. I thought that was
what
good.
I just said before.
Lockwood Jr. I heard that. I was like, hang on a second.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I fucked that up.
Julius Regina.
Yeah, that's right. That was excellent, Lindsay.
Thank you.
The only thing that I thought, in keeping with the Bilson Moon, it would have been, I always thought that these stories were false and they could never happen to me. Like a Playboy story.
The lady came out of the thing, her bosom heavy.
Heaving.
Well, he's trying to steer away from that a bit.
Ah,
you know,
right.
he's trying to get more into the
Right.
adventure and the
The excitement. Well, you nailed it.
balance, yes.
You nailed it.
I was trying to give you some foley out in the background there.
Yes, it was good.
I also enjoy the absolutely false recollection of events. In that you
No,
dragged,
love that.
Poetic license, I think, is what it's called.
yeah, that you dragged the maiden in real life back to town where she didn't want to be, yelled at you, and then promptly left to go back to the windmill. And you guys find yourself back in Fandolin.
Not have a love.
That's great.
Very good.
I will give you guys one hint.
Racist.
I'll give you guys one hint here, and this is just so that you understand. Every person in here has some piece of information for you. So the more people you interact with, not every person. Why the fuck did I say
You really? Yeah.
Yeah, there's always moments where you think, I'm just going to give you something, and then I'm like, oh, fuck, I've given them too much. I've given them a badge to the city and stuff. Anyway, you guys find yourself back in Fandolin. It is a morning time because this very morning is when you paid off the Griffin to leave, the Griffin who only wanted to start a family.
It was a manticore. And
A
it was
manticore,
woman.
that's right.
A womanticore.
A woe manticore. Sorry, I read the word Griffin on here. That is nothing to do with you. I am reading Harry
think
Potter.
That's later.
I am reading Harry Potter fiction. Anyway, what are you guys doing? You're back in Fandolin. So in the city proper itself, you guys can go back to the Stonehill Inn. You currently are standing outside the Town Master's Hall after a very, very short interaction with Haben Wester, the Town Master. I said go away! You're not a white dragon! You have to tell me!
So, yes, everyone's good? Healthy? Yes?
Yeah.
Sorry, did we recount the fact that we leveled up?
Oh, yes,
yes.
we need a roll.
Thank you, Luke. I forgot all about that because you're not as important to me as I am. Last week, we also hit the lofty heights of level 2. So tell me what level 2 happens in 5th edition. What is level 2 for you, Brett?
Nothing.
Okay, you haven't done it, have you?
No, I've done it. It's fuck all.
Okay, oh, really?
Don't you get any extra hit points?
Yeah.
Are we doing a roll together?
Nah.
I just went max because that's what barbarians get, right? In this 5th edition
That's
piece
what
of shit.
D&D Beyond did.
Everything
It just
is
did it
fine.
straight away for me, yeah.
Oh, D&D Beyond. Okay, fair enough. We're not going to roll. So D&D
Well,
Beyond
I'm
is
happy-
the
no,
profile?
I can go into D&D
No,
Beyond. then.
I'm happy for D&D Beyond to give you because I think
Shut
it
up,
just
Brett.
gives you an
Just take it.
average. It just gives you an average.
No, it
doesn't
rolled. I rolled it in the program.
Okay. What'd you roll? Max. After the 5th time I rolled.
I'd have to go back in and have a look because I did it last week.
Okay, what did you get, Luke? So what does Nacron?
Nykron, yeah. So hang on, in terms of hit points?
Yeah,
or-
or just in terms of second level.
Second level, not a huge amount other than really
you go up as a monk?
more tempting, yes. It was more spell slots.
Okay.
So additional spell slots. So yes. I'm looking like, I got an extra spell slot at first level and also at 0 level. Hang on, let me just double check that. Yes.
Okay. All right. And,
yes, correct. Yes.
And what about Junior Lockwood?
Well, I'm going to have to roll. So if you want to,
All right,
to roll with
JR
me, because I'm
Lockwood and
not
I-
using...
What are we? What dice am
D8.
I? A D8.
What's your con modifier?
1.
None of your fucking business.
I got a 2.
I got a 6, so
I'll
you
take
can
that.
take
Oh.
that.
I'll
party.
take that.
Take that.
Cook that shit.
Take that. Hashtag take that.
I think
Oh,
I'm
God.
below median
English.
on my hit points. I'm at 22. And
Holy fuck! At second level.
but it
I'm
says I should be
16
at
as a sorcerer.
25.
Fuck me!
Yeah,
what
that's-
the fuck is
I'm
that?
This
also
shit's
16.
broken, man.
Oh yeah, well,
It says
can
I should be
just
at
say, though,
25.
at first level, you guys could have fought a manticore, and you would have died. You would have died a horrible, horrible death. Actually, there is a chance
take
you
that
probably
challenge.
would have
I
survived.
think I could have.
Yeah, I
Held
think
up
it
on
would
that
have been touch and go, but I don't think it's too bad. Okay, you've leveled up. You are second level. Yes.
Yes,
What did you get?
So
what
I
else
got,
did you get?
my Jack of all trades, which means I can add half my proficiency modifier to any ability check that doesn't already include my modifier.
Oh,
What's that
good.
one?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
But it goes up as I level
Yep.
up, obviously.
Yep.
And then I also get Song of Rest. So whenever we do a short rest, I can play a soothing melody or talk calmly to you all, and you can add a D6 to your hit dice. in
Really?
resting. Yeah.
What?
Sorry, I did get something else as well.
Oh, what else?
I got sorcerer's points.
What are they?
So
Do you have to see a doctor for that? Because she's upset with you.
It's rather bad. It's all over, especially in the groin.
Mhm.
Sorcerer's points. So I get 2 of them at this particular juncture in my character development. Obviously, they go up as you go along, but basically, it allows for something called flexible casting. So I can use my sorcerer points to gain additional spell slots, or sacrifice spell slots to gain additional sorcerer points. So
Oh, wow.
either or, depending on what I want to
Okay.
do. So.
What else can sorcerer points do? Why would you sacrifice a spell to get extras?
Well, I think it's more. I don't know. Actually,
It
Sounds
doesn't
like
it
a
makes
random
sense to do
rule.
a sorcerer point to get an extra spell. It
yeah.
doesn't
So
make
I can
sense.
basically at
I'm
this.
going to get rid of this to get me a point to get another spell.
So at this at level 2 with 2 sorcerer points, I can sacrifice those points to give myself another first level spell
Okay.
slot.
Okay.
Obviously, the more you go up, the more you can do. So 7 spell points, sorcerer points, so I can give me a 5th level spell slot.
Holy
Oh.
smokes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
it
pretty cool.
starts to stack quite.
Yeah,
So
that's
do
very
they
cool.
stack
That's very
after
cool.
sleep kind of thing? You just
I
get...
can renew them after a long rest. Yeah.
A long rest, once a day.
What's the fucking deal with this system where sorcerers are so powerful at second level and a barbarian gets fucked fuck all.
So you got nothing. You just got extra rages. Like, did you? I don't know. I'm not enough over characters. Like, I'm hoping you guys will teach me. So you didn't get any extra rage.
What does it say in the book for a
I'm
level
just
2
checking
barbarian?
because I feel like you should get some.
I'm pretty sure he does. Something like trap sense or something like that.
No.
Isn't it? Like old money.
Yeah, so you get reckless attack.
Not gonna get anything.
What's
which
that?
is
Reckless Reddit.
reckless attack. Starting at second level, you can throw aside all concern for
Starting at
defense.
sex level.
I'm just gonna wait for it.
I never thought it would happen to me.
No, we're keeping that.
No, I'm just waiting so I don't try and talk over you.
All right.
Starting
He's
at
not going
second,
to talk over.
you can throw aside all concern for a defense to attack with fierce desperation. When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on your melee or weapon attack rolls using strengths during this turn, but attack rolls against you have advantage until your next turn.
Oh, that's nothing at all. That's just fucking rage.
It doesn't say anything.
Fucking
Yeah.
bullshit. Yes, fucking bullshit. I get
And-
advantage on everything.
But I had rage at first level.
No.
No, rage is different.
It doesn't say it in D&D Beyond that I get reckless attack.
Yeah, but no. Have you paid for the book on D&D Beyond? Because it won't
No.
give you the full set of rules.
Surely
Alright.
it gives me all the barbarian as a base class, though.
Not all of it. No. Though
So
D&D
rage
Beyond,
gives
like,
you
your
advantage on
free-
strength checks, and you gain bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels. This gives you an advantage on the attack. So you get to roll twice and take the better result.
On every attack.
Yeah, but then they can hit you with advantage. And then you also get danger sense, which means,
Trap sense.
Hi, Mo.
you have
the greatest.
advantage on dexterity
He's
saving
fantastic.
throws against effects that you can see, such as trap
Wherever
spells.
there's danger, he'll be there.
Just
You
going
can't be
to
blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
go back into managing my character and make sure I've picked everything.
play your
So yeah,
character
you
right,
can't be
Brett.
blinded,
Hey,
deafened,
Brett,
deafened, or incapacitated.
you know in your character where it says like
Don't kill
level,
me.
does it still say 1?
Oh, it says danger sense and reckless attack on this bit, but
Yeah, there are tabs.
Yeah, you got to. You got to.
no, it's there.
Anyway, let's move back into the
Piece
game
of
while
shit,
Brett
fucking
figures out
crappy
what's going on with D&D 5e. I love that Luke is the guy who knows lots and Brett's not. He's so upset about that.
Shank
He's going
this
to
fucking
kill us
program.
all.
The key is to wing it.
Can
See
I
what I did
suggest?
there? See what I did? See what I did?
Can I suggest that none of you look me in the eye right now?
Leave the jokes to me, please, Nacron.
Yeah. So, you guys find yourself in the hearty heights of Thunderland. What are you guys going to be doing?
So yes, everyone's healthy. We don't need to rest.
I'm all good.
Moradius?
We just talked to that lady. There was
Yes.
no problem.
Oh,
Yes.
well, you did throw a big rock, as I just recounted for you.
I lost all my money.
Let's go get some of that back then, shall we?
Yes.
Let's do another job. I think we should go learn these dwarves, because do you know what I know about dwarves?
They're small.
They like gold.
So you find yourself standing outside of the notice board with all the jobs on it, and you find a job called the Dwarven Excavation. Would you like to read that for us, please, Lindsay? Sorry, Junior Lockwood.
1 second while I get up the
He's got to get it up.
Not trying to get it up, Dr. Jones.
Is that your new voice that you're going to do?
No, I was tempted, but I think we get too much flack. Just not out of context. You are killing this character. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you really
I
are.
absolutely loving
Thank
it,
you.
Lindsay.
Dwarf prospectors found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains southwest of here and have begun an archaeological dig for treasure and relics. They need to be warned about a white dragon has moved into the area. Take the warning to them and return to Town Master Harbin Wester and collect a 50 gold reward. 50 gold! That's more than we gave that bloody womanticore.
You did score a potion off her, though, and that's not nothing.
Hang on,
Manticore, it was off
To
the-
be
off the-
to be fair,
lady, Eldar.
didn't Nykron make the potion?
No, he made a mess that
All right.
she has to now clean up.
Yeah, sorry. When you got to go, you got to go.
Yeah. What are you guys going to be doing in the meantime? Are you going to leave now? Are you going to just head straight back out of town? Are you doing anything in town?
I'd like to ask someone around to see how far it is, if possible.
see how far the dwarf.
Because obviously I have that gig tonight that I need to make sure I'm back for.
If you pull off the dwarven excavation
now?
quest, the quest of the piece of paper, there is
Always
a
get consent first.
brief description that these guys live or are currently excavating ruins to the south and to the west, and it's about 15 miles away. You'll find them in the crevice of a valley.
How long does 15 miles take to walk?
A little while.
Walk.
Will I be back by night time?
Maybe, yes. You could possibly get there by this afternoon. I don't know how far things take.
Just I promise
you
them-
ask me questions
Yes.
that I don't know the answers to.
That's why I'm asking the town. What? You're the DM. You're the god. I have a.
Come on, the dwarves are in
have
trouble.
a-
We should go and help them.
I think we've established with this Myers-Briggs thing, you should not be telling Justin he's the god.
I promised Maradius.
No, that's all I heard.
Sorry, I promised the storm the.
Stormzy.
I promised the owner of the Stony Hill Tavern that I would perform for him tonight. So I need to make sure I'm back in time.
Well, it's about half a day. So it takes about half a day for you to get there.
Well,
just a
And then
normal
half a day
travel.
to get back, right?
Better hurry then.
So in a normal day, you can move about 24 miles. So just under half a day.
Okay, we'll have to move quickly. Let's go. Chop chop.
All right. And you immediately set off. The dwarven excavation lies due east of a town called Leolion, which you have not been to. You actually would have passed through it on your way here, coming up north from where you were. However, it is 15 miles southwest of Fandolin, where you are, at the eastern end of a canyon. Traveling the roughly 15 miles towards the area, the hills, which give way to grassy plains, have now turned into the bases of large mountains. It's not long before you find the area described on the notice. The canyon's rocky walls rise to a height of about 80 feet on either side. At the end of the canyon, a 20-foot high wall of black stone has a broken gate carved into it, with one stone door hanging precariously by a hinge and the other door missing entirely. Beyond this open gate, in the shadow of the great mountain to the east, lies a ruined settlement. All is quiet. Or is it? Because there's a chance there's a white dragon roaming around. So one of you needs to roll a d20 for me. Let's see if the white dragon passes by.
A D20?
Yep.
You don't want a percentile?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
This is 5th edition, buddy.
Okay. Any modifiers to it?
No.
It's just a straight D20 roll?
The
I've done
roll
it.
with
Do you want-
advantage.
do you want it? Do you want-
Who do you want to do it?
Lindsay, you do it.
Okay.
You're gifted with the dice at the minute.
That would be a 10.
A 10.
What?
Just off to the east, you can see that there is some smoke rising from where a town called Leolion would lie. You think something's going on there, but it's too far away for you to have any input at this point in time. Perhaps they are under attack by bandits. Perhaps they are under attack by a dragon. Or a manticore's just fucking his way through the area trying to get meat.
The flame started from the friction.
Yeah, that's right. From all the
Jiggy jiggy.
Scissoring.
gross. Yeah. So you find
Is that why you started with the G spot in this episode?
He's one of us now.
you find yourself in a crevasse in front of you, 80 foot to either side, but in front of
as
you.
does the manticore.
In front of you, giant ancient stone wall. You actually think, even from looking at it, your passive perception can tell you it's probably of dwarven make, given the precision with which this wall has
So
been
this is
made.
the 20
but
foot high wall?
It has been there for a very, very long time, and one of the doors has now disappeared, and the other one
So
is
Nightcrane's going to fly to the top of the wall and perch there and see what's over the other side. I'm guessing it's not a wall with a roof, is it? It's just like a
No, it's just
fort
like
wall.
a wall of
Yeah.
a wall of a town kind of thing. So it's about 40 foot high.
Yep.
And
Stone
you-
wall. Black stone wall.
Yep. You
Now we bloody scouts.
You fly up to the top of the stone wall, and the canyon at this point does a bit of an S-bend. It's only when you get to the top of that stone wall that you can see beyond it a ruined city or a ruined little village. There's probably half a dozen stone buildings that are shells. It looks like a large cave-in has happened through this area at some point in the past, but very recently somebody's come through and they've actually removed all the rubble, uncovering these houses. Again, you get the idea that these are probably dwarven in make.
Just an older settlement that looks like it's being resettled.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's been resettled at all.
Towards clearing it through.
Yeah, it's just being cleared. It looks like someone's excavated it to have a look. Maybe treasure hunters, maybe guys who are here to restart a settlement like they have done in Phandalin recently.
So can Nycrin see any immediate danger to the other party
Certainly
members as they're
not,
walking
no.
through the gate? Okay,
No.
cool. Oh, I didn't even need to roll for that. That's fucking good, eh?
Maradius is going to walk up to the stone wall and put his hand on that black stone, and just the hue of his skin goes just a touch darker.
Oh, wow.
How did you do that? That's marvelous.
Oh, I believe that's called appropriation. But it's, anyway.
Does that work with all sorts of stones?
Yes. It's a flavour thing.
What flavour are these stones?
This one, licorice.
Salty.
These nuts.
I was just, thinking we could make you a magnificent diamond man.
It's a diamond geezer.
Yes.
All right. So what are you going to do? Currently, you have Nacrin above you at the moment, who is about 40 foot on top. Then we have J.R. Lockwood is at the doors, I think. Would that be correct? The two of you are at the doors? Yes.
Nightcran, get down, you fool of a bird, and tell us what you see.
Nycrin takes a shit. Then flies down. Obviously not on you, but yeah, just lines the wall. We've all seen it. We know what we're talking about.
Huh?
Yeah.
While he was yelling upwards. All right. So what are you going to do?
What did you see, Nightcran?
There seems to be nothing around. It's very quiet.
Okay.
Do we go
Dr. Lockwood?
quietly?
Well, I don't see why. We're here to warn the dwarfs.
Great. And then Maradius just walks straight on in.
Mm-hmm.
Is the door open, or is it?
Yeah, there's one. Essentially, think about like town gates.
All right.
Across like a ravine. You're in a crevice. So the town gates block off and there was a village beyond, but it looks like at some point a landslide has come through here and there's piles of rubble all outside the area that you've just walked past, and this denotes why there would be a whole heap of rubble there, because these houses have been destroyed and there's foundations there and semi-walls and kind of that kind of stuff.
And a symbol on the gates, you said? There was a symbol there?
There was no symbol on the gates, no.
Nycrin's going to take to the air again, around about 60 feet. 50 feet he's going to take to the air.
Okay. You get about 50 feet, which is 10 foot above the gates or the fence that blocks off the area. And again, you see as the town hall, you don't see too much more than unless you move inside. So unless you're going to move forward into the courtyard.
I'm just taking to the air because I'm pretty sure in about 3 turns' time I'm going to end up having to be on the ground anyway. So just got to get some use out of the wings.
J.R. Lock would be heading in because first time adventuring. He doesn't know any better.
Just behind me, JR. And Maradius takes the lead.
Oh, very, very well, Maradius. Thank you.
Okay, you start walking through and you see that this once was definitely a settlement, but any sort of denotations of what it might have been called or what happened here have vanished along with its original inhabitants, who seem to have been killed by an avalanche. The rubble that was once covering this entire area has been hauled away, leaving the outlines of stone buildings visible as collapsed walls. A stone well on the far side of the ruins, you can even see from here, has rubble strewn around it, but it looks like that's where most of the rubble from this area has been dumped into a well that probably has been run dry or even filled in that landslide. As you are walking through this area, you also see on the far side, just beyond the well, big black stone that is covering, I guess, a cave entrance. Again, should be a 10-foot door there, but it is disappeared. So I guess the best way to describe this, in Indiana Jones, when you get up to I don't even know what the temple's called now, but there's stone that is there and giant doors or giant wall that has been blocked across there and a door that is no longer visible. And even beyond that door from where you're standing, you can see piles of rubble again.
Meridius is looking more and more comfortable as we enter
So just a large,
cave system.
So just a large, like, capstone almost, like kind of just a large piece of stone in front of.
Yeah, it's a wall that's been constructed in front of a cave that goes deeper in.
Come, dwarves will be inside.
That is logic. Good job, Meridius.
Call the bird.
Nygrid, we're going in the mine.
Okay, Nikon lands to the ground.
Come. And then Meridius walks straight on in.
How big is this piece of stone?
The stone wall,
Yeah.
it's about 10 foot.
Heavier than obviously, yeah?
Yeah. So, yeah, it separates a courtyard, I guess, with some stairs beyond with rubble piled up, but you'd have to walk in there to find out.
Nightcrin, Junior, come on.
Don't call me Junior.
Is it dark?
No, it's not dark.
Yep. And Meridius is walking in.
Okay.
I am following.
You start moving beyond these 10-foot gates into an area and you hear, well, you always have to make such a damn mess. I told you, stop throwing all your stuff here. All I have to do is clean it up. Stuff ya. I told you, don't give me this stupid goth food. I can't stand it. We've been here for too long for me to eat this day in and day out. But I don't know what else you want to eat. I've given you everything that I've got. We're all down to rations.
Oh, hello there, dwarves.
What? Who goes there?
Oh, it's J.R. Lockwood.
Present yourselves.
It's J.R. Lockwood and his travelling companions, Meridius and Nightcrin, at your service, sir.
Put your weapons in the middle of the courtyard right there. Do not walk up the stairs. And as you do, you see moving from beyond one of the rubbles, a short dwarf that looks gnarled and a bit dirty at the moment, carrying a pickaxe in both of his hands. And he walks beyond the rubble and says, "What's your business here? Are you tomb robbers?"
No, we are... he takes off his sword belt and lays it down. We are sent from the town of Fandalen to warn you of some danger that is in the area.
You see at that point another head pop out, a slightly younger head that looks a little more clean and pristine. From Fandalen, you say?
Yes.
What news do you have?
There is a white dragon in the area.
A white dragon? A wee white dragon?
No, it's a pretty big white dragon.
A wee big white dragon?
I mean, I don't know.
Big white dragon makes you wee yourself.
Dazzlin, shut your damn face. They're here to rob us. Now, what do your business is here?
We're done now, right? We've told them.
I've just said we tell you guys. He pulls out the thing. I did this wrong last time, and I don't want to kidnap you. Take the warning to them, then return to Townmaster Harvin Wester and collect a reward. So I have warned you. You are warned.
Got it, JR. Kidnap them. I heard you right.
No. We did that wrong last time. Don't kidnap.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Have you been here are you we adventurers or something like that?
Yes, we are mighty adventurers.
Mighty adventurers? You might help us with a little bit of a trouble
we defeated a manticore.
A manticore,
War manticore.
War manticore, yes, it was his female. Would you like me to relay you with the story?
I don't want to hear that guff right now. Put your pansy stories away.
How rude.
Sounds like they've heard your work before.
It might be, be interested in a little bit of work for some wee dwarfs, maybe.
What kind of work?
Well, you see, we've been here for a couple of months. We've been excavating the ruins over here, and we found some dwarven ruins that go into that there cave. And he kind of points behind him, and at that point, you can see that there is a wall, or cut into the facade, there is a 10-foot open doorway that's flanked by crumbling life-size granite statues of cloaked dwarves, dwarves that have their faces hooded and are looking down with just their beards poking out. They have evil grins that can be seen on their weather-worn faces on either side of the doors. And there, we seem to have found this wee temple over here, down this corridor. We've gone a little bit further in there. We found a secret door, you see, just down there onto the left. If you go down there, and there's nothing in there. It's just rubble. We didn't find anything. But perhaps there's a. Shut your damn mouth! I told you, we're not gonna let anybody else do this, Dazzlin. But Norbis, they might be able to help us get in there. Remember last time we got in there, and then the creepy things got to us, and the ooze came up, Norbis. Oh, that's right. I'm not doing that again. And then they kind of change their tack again, and the one known as Dazzlin talks to you once again. Perhaps if you could go in there and perhaps clear it out for us so that we can get in there and do some more excavation. We might have something in it for you.
Oh yeah, what kind of something?
Do you like magic items?
Oh yes, it's on my list here that I would like some magic item.
I've got the magic items.
Is it an intelligent weapon?
We've got these here, and he pulls out a stone. There's the stone that's about palm size, and he says, "This here is a sending stone. This sending stone is linked to the one that Dazzlin's got over there, and these things, they'll help you communicate with each other." Let you know where people are, what people are doing. You'll never be lost again from the ones what you need. Perhaps if you could clear it out, we might be able to give you these as a reward.
Moradius?
Of course, those sending stones are descended from my ancestors.
Well, I guess we better help them. Very well then. Can you tell us more about these creepy things?
Well, we went inside, you see, and there's a temple there. We found the secret door that's just up to the left. Inside there's like columns, and as we were going in, we found some more of it seems like a religious tomb, but we're not really sure who's from. Probably not a good person, judging by the faces of those guys. But and then this slimy thing came out, just a big slimy oozy thing, and it slithered across the floor. We ran for our lives at that point. We ain't been back since. We've been sitting out here trying to figure out what our next move is.
It's a desecration of the natural beauty of the cave system.
Nigrin, have you heard of any oozing things? What?
Can I take a knowledge check?
You can definitely take a knowledge check.
Does this system do that?
Hang on. Yeah, I was just going to say, I said knowledge check, and I don't even know.
Insight?
Arcana?
Oh, it's like,
17 on an Arcana check.
so Arcana does everything.
Pretty much.
Oh, no, because then you've got history.
Right.
And then
Insight
you've got
is like
nature,
sense motive.
and then you've got religion, and then you've got, survival. So you've still got your checks, but it's not under knowledge, whatever kind of thing. So
It's just, you can know
It is what
about
it is.
4 things.
Yep.
Cool.
You would need a nature skill.
a
for
nature
this.
skill.
Yeah. So, do you have any skill in the natural order of things? So doesn't sound like an arcane creature at all from what they're describing.
I've got a +1 on nature, so if I can roll a nature
magic.
check.
Yeah.
Can I roll one too?
Is it possible to help
Would you like to help each other and give him an advantage?
Can you do that? Is it possible? Is that in
Yeah.
this rule system?
So basically, we can all roll individually, or we can give someone an advantage.
Let's just roll.
Okay, roll your knowledge checks. Knowledge nature it is. Yes, it was an orangey type thing. It was slimy in the light, and it just slithered across the land, and tentacles of slime came at us.
That's an old-fashioned roll-off.
I got a 16.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Well,
18.
Okay, all of you.
Do you know what I would have loved there is if Lindsay got the best score and he's gone, hey, Nycrin, what do you reckon? And then answered his question for him. That would have been brilliant.
Yeah, what you think
You know what
is-
else would have happened? Moradius would have butted in with Actually, it's a pink slime.
What you think it is actually an ochre jelly from the way that they are describing it. A large ooze in itself. So basically, imagine a big glob of slime that is sentient, a jellyfish on the land.
What do we know about ochre jellies?
Uh,
Are they resistant to anything? Do they?
Are they hostile?
Does this happen in
Territorial.
D&D 5e? I have no idea.
If you pour custard on them, bit of sponge, are they trifling?
Oh, yeah. I was going to... Fuck, I've been so slow with this. I'm literally trying to trip over my
trying
tongue
to
to
set
get the...
them up for you,
Yeah.
and-
I'll
Well,
just...
you know.
It's that forked tongue. You got to put it together first.
Yeah. Are we indoors?
We're in a cave
underground.
system.
Yeah, so I'm going to be starting to get rather skittish.
And
Well, I'm like trying to obviously wrestle with my skittishness.
conversely,
Do you-
Moradius is
A lot more placid.
a lot more at rest.
Are you like like you know when cockatoos get really nervous and they start pulling out all their feathers and
No.
they become bored?
No,
Is it gonna be
but
like
I am,
you
I
if
am
we-
getting my head articulation is a bit more
Like if we go to the Underdark, are you suddenly going to end up plucking out all your own feathers
No,
slowly
I'm
over a
gonna-
period of time?
alopecia. So I got to take off and I just land on my face. Yeah.
You're searching your brains and you start talking ochre jellies, you know, and you're having a little conversation with each other. The dwarves are there and they're describing these in details for you. And you come up with a couple of pieces of information that you probably need to know. Number one, these are jellies. So they are amorphous blobs that can fit anywhere. They can squeeze through, under, around things and those kinds of things. They can also climb surfaces without needing to make any kind of climb check. But the one thing that even the dwarves can tell you is that wherever they slimed through, wherever they walked through, if the ground was dirty, it was not. It seemed like they would eat through any dirt or any kind of living matter that might have been on the floors with their acidic touch.
We heard tell of lots of slimes having a great cleaning business.
Well, we'll go try and check out this this trouble for you, and we'll return shortly. Before you go, I heard you were complaining about the food.
Yes, this idiot's been making me eat the same tripe. He said something about elven lambus spread and he made some, but it tastes like shite.
What would you like it to taste like?
I'd like it to taste like raw mutton on a warm day with a glass of mead.
Have you got some of this lumber bread with you?
I do. And he pulls out this dried, flaky, even as you're looking at it, you're like, that's the wrong color, the wrong shape, the wrong texture that lambus bread's supposed to be.
Okay, I'm going to cast Prestidigitation.
What was that?
That's his subtleness.
Lindsay, you are killing this character. It's great. In
I've
the,
got
in the
this
best
feeling.
way.
I've got this feeling that Lindsay's character just turned into like this 80s rock guy.
Yeah, it's right. His hair goes flowing back. Try it now. And it should taste like raw mutton with mead.
How did you do that?
Just one of those things. Let's go,
It's a kind of
my
magic.
band of merry creatures.
Hold on 1 second. Stay within 30 feet of me, and we should be able to travel a little bit more inconspicuously.
And Moradius touches the wall, and a veil of shadow and silence irradiates from him in 30 feet, giving us all a plus 10 to stealth checks as we proceed.
Wow.
This
Ooh.
game's bullshit.
That's amazing. So the things that you need to know about the area that you're moving into, it stops being a rough stone wall and starts being hewn. It starts being actually crafted, and you can see again the craftsmanship belies the dwarven workmanship that would have made it at some point in history. You can see that it is solid rock. So it's not rock pieces. It is one big giant chunk of rock that they've carved into. The ceilings here are at about 10 foot high and flat. The doors here are even made of stone. So everything that you find here that survives, obviously only the stone stuff has survived for this part. But the other thing is it is choked with dust and rubble and all through this area. They haven't really had the time to come in here and clean it out. They've cleaned out this foyer where the steps are, leading up to the front gates a little bit, and that's what the big piles of rubble are, but they haven't been able to get through here with enough time because they've been too scared of the jellies to get in. What you can also know is that dwarves see in the dark, so there are no light sources inside.
We should get the jelly to chase us in 5 foot moments so that we can clean this place as we go.
Cue Benny Hill music.
No, it'll only take organic matter.
Will it?
So yeah, the acid
So
only
the dust
affects.
doesn't.
Which is what Chupa
No.
claim.
Yeah.
Ah.
So all the stone and
80%
stuff,
of
otherwise
dust
it'd
is,
just eat through the
skin.
floor of the earth.
Yeah. So there we go.
There we go. Yeah, dust is dust.
Not here, it's not.
80% of dust here is dust.
It's ganassi.
Come.
dust. It's ganassi skin.
Move along.
All right. So you start moving in?
Careful as we go.
Okay.
So it's 10 foot by 10 foot.
What do you mean?
The tunnel we're going into.
10 foot high, 10 foot wide. Yep.
All
It's
right.
longer than that, though. It's not just
Okay.
10 foot deep.
So you see Nikron take a kind of zen breath,
Mm-hmm.
seeming a little skittish, and then, following the rest of the group in.
And Morades is concentrating hard to keep this veil of darkness going as we
That's it.
move forward.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Who can see in the dark in
I'm
this
just
group?
trying to figure out where in D&D Beyond I can look for those.
Is it under
details.
sensors where you get near your passive and you? Is it in there? Yeah, it's in there, and I don't have it.
All right. Yeah, it says what dark vision is, or a thermo sense. Oh no, tremor sense. Sorry. Wow, I'm wearing my glasses.
Morades will just reach into his backpack and pull out a torch and light it.
Okay, perfect. So you start moving forward. Moradius, are you moving in first or?
Yes, this
Yep.
is warm and comfortable, like a duvet on a warm summer night.
Okay, and what about the Nacron? Are you going next or J.R. Lockwood? Who's
I will be in the middle.
okay? And then Nacron, you are bringing up the rear.
the rear.
Okay, and you start moving inside the tunnel. It gets dark. And it gets very claustrophobic very, very quickly. For some of your characters, this is a great thing. For some of your characters, this is very restrictive, especially if they have wings and they are used to flying in the
Indeed.
air.
So he's the only one upset at this.
I'm not upset because I'm pretty chill.
'Cause I'm small.
Trying very hard to not freak out. But yeah,
Always best to be quiet in the underground spaces.
Nikron stops. J.R. Lockwood stops playing the bass of the dun 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 as we're walking.
No, keep that up. That's good.
You move about 5 foot in before you see a set of stone doors. The stone doors are pinned open with pitons that have been driven into the floor, holding them open. About 10 foot after that, to your left, you see another set of pitons that are holding open a door. You would think that had that door not been open at the time, you would have walked straight past without seeing it. The craftsmanship of this door, a secret door, as a matter of fact, lies straight into the wall. And, if it was shut, you probably would have missed it altogether unless you spent some time searching. About another 10 foot after that, you open up into a larger area. As you move through the next part of the temple, it opens up into a larger area. This area is not 10 foot. It is actually a little bit taller than the rest of it, about 20 foot up into the air. There are 4 pillars that dominate the central area of this room, and the room itself is roughly about 30 by 40. However, there's a little opening towards the end past the 4 pillars that has an altar on top of it. It is a blood-stained limestone altar that stands at the far end of the room. Dazzlin and Norbis would have told you about this altar because this is where they got to before they encountered the jelly that scared them off.
Do you know what what kind of creatures would worship here?
What kind of knowledge check would that be?
Religion?
Of course.
I'll do that too. Suck it.
17.
18.
14.
So you're going to answer your own question. It was rhetorical, right?
It's not often that Moradius knows the answers to the questions he's asking.
You're not sure. Even with a roll like that, there's not enough here. What you do know, though, is that there is a whole heap of areas here that are covered with rubble, and there's piles of rubble that have moved up. And even looking at the walls, there are cracks through here, like an earthquake's come through, causing rubble. You can see parts of the ceiling have dropped down, and there's parts on the floor that are.
Be on your guard. The darkness here is more than the absence of light.
Between you and this altar lies 30 feet, though. And you can't see any other doors. You can't see anything else in this room.
Yep.
Nykrin is going to cast Detect Magic. Anything? Anything?
You're all going to have to describe what your spell does in this world.
Okay, so let's start with the description of what happens. So Nykrin's kind of feathers start to almost take on a blue hue of flame as he begins casting. Obviously casting Detect Magic. So the spell reads, for the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
Okay. Right. Nothing bears the indicative markers of magic at this point.
Wasted a spell.
10 minutes, did you say? Or 10 feet?
30 feet.
How long does it go for?
The duration is concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, cool. All right. So you see Nykrin start casting, and his feathers go all funny and all that kind of stuff. You're still in a darkness, I guess. Is it like a pall upon other people? Does it hamper you guys at all?
It doesn't at all. It just lets us pass without any kind of trace.
Like a globe of invisibility or something.
Exactly like a pass without trace in this stupid world.
All right. And J.R. Lockwood, what are you doing?
Nothing. Just looking around.
Okay.
I can make a perception check. See what I can see.
Sure.
Ooh. 19. Oh, sorry, 20, because I don't have any skill modifiers in it, so I get +1.
+1.
Who can tell me how far a torch goes in this world?
Yes, I can, because it's in my inventory, and if I click on torch, it gives me all the information about torch, which is beautiful in this. It burns for 1 hour, providing bright light in a 20-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 20 feet. If you make a melee attack with a burning torch and hit, it deals 1 fire damage.
Did you just hear how complimentary
I did.
was?
There was a positive remark.
Oh, that's
The
fine.
system, the website is, I will always say it is brilliant.
Hey, Luke, do you know how an avalanche starts? With 1 stone. 1 stone. It gains momentum, brings other stones with it. And before you know it, you have
Oh
to
my
go
God, he's already got 2 stones with him.
you have to go to the doctor with a urine.
Fuck, I weigh way more than 2 stone.
I was going to say, I got kidney stones.
Yeah. Oh, we've all got kidney stones. I've seen how we eat. So you guys find yourself in this area. What are you going to do? You can only see about 20 feet. So it's only in dim light at the end that you can see this blood-stained altar from where you are. You're going to have to cross the room if you want to
quietly.
see anything.
Nykrin will move
Even your
it, yeah.
perception check, you only see the 4 pillars that are in the middle of the room.
So sorry, is it further than 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move to it's within 30 feet. Nykrin's going to kind of skibbity cross a little bit.
Okay, so you move.
Skittishly rapidly towards the altar to get it in range for
Okay,
detect
you only
magic.
have to move about 10 foot before it is in range of you. So it's even less than that, actually. Just a 5 foot step will get you in range of the spell, but nothing pings magical.
pings.
Nothing actually indicates that there is anything of magic here except for J.R. Lockwood's ability to sing and his vocal acuity.
Moradius will just keep walking up, trying
Okay.
to keep in front of everyone.
All right. And you walk all the way up to the altar, at which point something happens. And this triggers the very first of the encounters that we are going to have, which is a combat encounter. Because two ochre jellies on the wall above the altar suddenly spring to life and start moving down towards you with malice in their hearts and amorphous bellies that are ready to kill you all the next time.
Oh, can I pull out my, no, before we do that, can I pull out my jar of peanut butter?
What?
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly. No? Okay. Right.
I thought you had a cat.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was going to do then.
Yeah, I'm just going to spread this here.
Looks like I got to go read up how combat works in this world.
Yeah.
Yep, so do you.
No.
I just did that then.
Yeah, I attack, hit, damage.
I was just checking because my spell saves and
Luke's just walked in the door.
No, that's how I walk normally.
It's just the one side.
I'd have nailed that if I was involved in that. I'd have been the shit. I'd have led that whole bloody thing.
Have you ever thought about speed skating?
It's on the wrong side for me. I'd be going backwards.
It's the reverse direction.
Reverse direction. I don't do reverse direction. I go backwards.
I change my mood a lot. It's not me, it's those other fuckers that change my mood.
There's other 60
I
bastards.
don't change my mood. People choose for me to change my mood.